The second video that we are going to do is on application of diode as a clipper. What we have done right now is we are using a software called LT Spice. All details of the software, how to use the software, how to make the circuit using pick and drop method, how to get the value of the diode, get the value of the resistor. Each one of these things are mentioned in the first experiment that we conducted, that was on VI characteristics of a standard PN junction diode. Now the circuit kind of remains the same. I have used the same diode, that is 1N914. I am using the same value of the resistor 1K, but the changes that we have to make is this voltage source was a DC source. I am now going to convert this into an AC source. So the method of doing that is you hover over this voltage source, right click, and you get this table that opens up. On this table, click on advanced, and you have this kind of a table that comes here. Since I want a sine wave, I go to sine. I get another set that opens. DC offset voltage I am entering as 0 volts, amplitude 10 volts. Now when I enter amplitude as 10 volts, I get a waveform that is having a peak value of 10. So it goes from minus 10 to plus 10. Frequency say I enter as 50 Hertz. For now, all these other components I will be entering the value as 0. So time delay of 0, theta 0, phi 0, and n cycles of 0. And I click OK. As soon as I click OK, you can see that this kind of a statement has appeared over here. So you go to move, click on this statement and get it to a position below your circuit. So now you've got a sine wave of 10 volts peak voltage and 50 Hertz frequency. Now I go to run. When I press run, it opens the same edit simulation command that it did previously. For the first experiment, we had gone to DC sweep, but now since I want the transient response, I stay at transient and I enter 300 milliseconds as the stop time. When you click on OK, you get the statement that is there here below, and you get a window that opens up. Now I want to see the waveform both at the input and at the output. So the first thing that I do is get my probe over here and click it. I can see the input waveform. I want to see the output waveform on a separate pane. So all I have to do is go to add plot pane, get a new pane, come to your window and click at this point, and you can see your output waveform. Now when I see this output waveform like this, I can figure out that all my negative sides of the waveform have gone away. But it is difficult to figure out exactly what is the amplitude and how this has worked. So what we can do is we come to this pane, delete this pane, come to my original pane and see the output over there. So now when I see the output, you can see this blue waveform that has been formed. So it is a negative clipper. All these negative sides of my waveforms have gone away. What will I do if I want to convert this clipper into a positive clipper? All that you have to do is you'll have to turn this diode. So I go to move, select the diode and get it out of the circuit. Click Ctrl R till you rotate it and get it in the position that you want it to be in. Place it back in your circuit. And now click on run once again. And you can see that my blue waveform is only down over here. So all the positive parts of the waveform have been clipped away. This is the example of a negative and a positive clipper, but we generally use this clipper with something that is known as biasing. So if I want to add a separate voltage source, I am getting another voltage source here. I am rotating it so that I can place it in the circuit, and I leave it here as of now. Click on escape. What you'll have to do is first create a position to place it. So I cut this wire out. I use move to now get this voltage source and place it over here inside my circuit. I will have to rewire my circuit. So I make these connections again. Once the connections are made and my circuit is rewired, I will have to change this value. So I am changing this value and say I want it to be 2 volts. I have made it 2 volts. Okay. What I am going to do next is I am going to remove these traces out from here. So I select cut out this and cut out this trace. Click on escape. Come back to my circuit and now run the circuit. Okay, I've not got any waveform because I've removed both the traces. I come to this point V1, this is my input waveform, and I come over here and click, this is my output waveform. So you can see the effect of biasing. Since I've placed a battery in this position, my waveform that went from 0 to -10 is now going only from 0 to -8 volts. This is an example of a biased clipper. Now say I want it to go from 0 to 12 volts. I will have to add a biasing by just turning this battery. So what we're going to do is, instead of turning the battery, I'll just convert this from 2 volts to -2 volts. Also, that we are not confused, let me make it -3 volts. And I click on OK. And now I run my program again. And you can now see that this is going from 0 volts to -13 volts. A 3 volt bias is added by this battery that I have added into my circuit. So this is a positive clipper with biasing. So we've basically done 4 circuits right now. The first one being a negative clipper, second positive clipper, and third and fourth are positive clippers with biasing. For now, we have seen this diode placed in series. So this is only the first part of application of diode as a clipper, here it being a series clipper. In the next part that I upload, I will be placing this diode in shunt with my source, and that will be known as a shunt clipper, and we will then continue to do the same type of circuits that we have done right now.